Hello, viewers. Join us on Wild Battle as we venture deep into the wilderness to capture the intense rivalries, animal clashes, and captivating predator-prey interactions. An enraged elephant decides to attack two hippos who came to drink water. The mother defends the attack for both of them, since its calf is not yet capable of defending itself. And it takes the brunt of it, so much so that it has to flee from the swift adversary. Jaguars and leopards can sometimes be overly intrusive and curious when it comes to their adversaries. They enjoy provoking even dangerous snakes, which fiercely resist their advances. Playing with fire, that's how their interactions in the wild can be described. Not many animals would dare to provoke a venomous snake intentionally. But this furry creature is not among the timid 10. It assumes a dominant position and actively tries to engage its opponent. Finally, it even drives the reptile into retreat. A fairly large crocodile was simply basking in the sun by the roadside. Within a few seconds, a horse from a nearby grazing herd decided to attack the predator and struck it twice with powerful hoof blows. The reptile was likely taken aback by such behavior and only started retreating towards thickets after the second attempt. The intentions of the cobra were simple. It wanted to feast on the chicks. However, the chicken didn't inquire about the purpose of the visit and boldly launched an attack to protect its brood. The harmless domestic bird became a true hero for its own offspring. A 3-meter crocodile was peacefully resting on the riverbank, completely unsuspecting of any mischief. But at one moment, it caught the attention of a small terrier, who bravely launched an attack on the formidable reptile, barking and even biting its tail. Such aggression frightened the predator, and it fled in retreat. In a battle between buffaloes and lions, one regularly feels inclined to bet on the lions. After all, they are part of the royal family. But no, buffaloes sometimes resist becoming someone's meal so fiercely that they're ready to engage in a deadly fight and toss the persistent predator on their horns. An eel found itself on the hook of a clever snake, and its fate seemed sealed. But its agility and resourcefulness helped it slip out of the powerful grip of the reptile. Interestingly enough, even the snake itself didn't understand how it happened. The deer found itself in a real trap, as it had to swim to reach the nearest shore. Aware of the danger of being eaten by predators, it still dared to jump into the water. The crocodile's reaction was not long in coming, and it lunged at its prey. However, help came from where no one expected. Defending its young in the wild, the rhinoceros was ready to launch an attack on a quite formidable opponent. The elephant didn't hesitate for long and tried to knock down the adversary to then deliver crushing blows. There was even a highly dangerous moment. Luckily, the rhinoceros managed to maintain balance, though it required getting a little muddy. The king of beasts truly decided to demonstrate its royal majesty when it pounced on its potential prey with a playful leap. From such firm paws, it would be unlikely for the hippopotamus to escape. An interesting scene unfolds as two brown bears sort out their differences right in the middle of the road. Initially, the rivals seemed evenly matched, but soon the situation takes a drastic turn. One of the bears assumes a dominant position and takes down the opponent. The defeated bear makes one more attempt to defend itself in the exhausting confrontation, but once again, unsuccessfully. So the defeated bear has no choice but to retreat from the battlefield. This elephant is not going to share its territory with anyone. The heavyweight is showing the annoying lion couple that they have no place here. The snake wanted to bask in the warm sun, so it lay down to rest on the road. Suddenly, a tough-eared troublemaker appeared on the horizon, doing everything possible to make the reptile deeply regret its decision. But the rabbit found it quite amusing. The elephant mother and its calf wanted to quench their thirst with fresh water, But their plans were not meant to be fulfilled. Suddenly, a toothy crocodile emerged from the water and clamped onto its trunk. The reptile immediately dragged its prey underwater, but the clever creature managed to escape from the deadly jaws. Orcas never tire of distinguishing and surprising with their intelligence and cleverness. Scientists from the research center observed orcas in western Antarctica. If a seal is hiding on an ice floe, and thus is out of the predator's reach, several orcas attack this rookery, creating powerful waves that either wash away the victim or split the ice floe itself. As soon as the seal is in the water, the animals in the whole gang try to eat it, but the nimble seal manages to climb back up. In total, zoologists observed 14 attacks, in 12 of which orcas adopted the tactics of killer waves. Reports of similar killer whale tricks have appeared before, but they were rare and isolated observations. You see, definitely the unluckiest African warthog. Trying to escape a pack of wild dogs, it came close to a river with crocodiles. The crocodile didn't have to wait long to attack, and it quickly dragged the pig to the bottom. The warthog simply had no way out. These are the harsh laws of the wilderness. Look at that. A cheeky snake attacked a rabbit's nest with several babies in it. I don't know if it managed to kill all of them, but the furious mother returned home and immediately attacked the intruder. Clearly, the rabbit does not have any special weapons to cope with such an enemy, but it attacked the snake as skillfully as possible to chase it away from its nest as quickly as possible. It worked very well and very effectively. A brave turtle faces a pack of fearful cows. I've seen many videos of cows being curious and cowardly at the same time. This won't even be a battle, but just a funny episode with a turtle and cows who couldn't figure out what a live rock was doing in their pasture. The white cow gets the first bite on the nose. It bounces back in fright and runs away. Curiosity only grows after this, but no one else risks approaching. The bravest was a little calf. It came up as if nothing had happened and started sniffing the evil turtle. There was no need to wait for a bite in the nose, and then you see yourself and the scared cows scattering the whole herd. The battle between the two giants is a fight to the death. Neither of them is willing to retreat and lose the title of superior. It's understandable from their perspective, but what's even more surprising is the absolute calmness of the other horned observers towards such a fierce brawl. It's as if it doesn't concern them at all. When the little rabbit kittens were left alone, a rattlesnake instantly tried to devour them. Noticing this, the mother rabbit immediately launched an attack. It pulled the predator away from the nest, repeatedly kicked and shook the reptile with all its might, not giving it a chance to escape punishment. The jaguar promptly jumps into the water. A moment later, already with an acquired friend, a crocodile. Soon they get to know each other very closely. The lion pride observed the black buffalo for a long time, which was hiding in the bushes to avoid falling into the clutches of predators. But it quickly grew tired of this game. That's when the horned animal decided not to wait for a painful attack, but to attack itself. An elephant and a rhinoceros argued about who had more strength and power. For this purpose, they thought of nothing better than to push each other. The method, of course, is so bad, but still helped to determine the winner. And that's the main thing. We know from children's tales that hares and crows don't particularly like each other. And here's a vivid example. Several crows are attempting to attack the hare, but it doesn't give up. And with impressive maneuvers, it shows the audacious birds who's the boss here. Two little sheep decided to clarify who's the boss. However, they chose different tactics. One went for the charge and ram approach, while the other opted for stand your ground and fend off attacks. How their battle ended remains unknown. In the clash between these two cold-blooded animals, the outcome is always unpredictable. In this case, the alligator was the active aggressor, swiftly pouncing on the snake and not letting go of it with its toothy jaws, no matter how the snake writhed in convulsions. We hope you enjoyed witnessing the fierce determination and raw power of the animal kingdom on Wild Battle. Join our community by subscribing and sharing your thoughts in the comments about the battles, rivalries, and hunts you've witnessed.